So I'm not sure I ever showed my 30-06 hunting rifle that I used to use on a regular basis. Um, it was very similar to this. There's probably some folks that probably already know what this is just from looking at it. It has been modified. Sporterized, some of the barrel cut down, but here we can see the pattern and the stock. I'm not sure what kind of finish this is on the stock. I used to have one of these and ended up having to get rid of it, and then a buddy of mine decided that maybe I should have one again, and I decided that I think I'd like to have one again because I like my other one so much. The other one was still in original military configuration, as original stock was sporterized on it, but that had happened many decades before I was ever a thought. So what I think I'm going to do with this is end up refinishing the stock of it, and I'll see what I can do about kind of doing a step-by-step or a rundown on the process and everything that it entails. We can see some of this shiny type finish that's on here from wherever it came from, so I'm going to try to strip all that off. This big old cheek piece on here, I guess I'll leave it. It is pretty heavy, so if I do a modern rifle hunt, I'll probably be lugging this sucker around. But it is chambered in 30-06, and I have seen it in action, so I do know that it is shootable. So interestingly enough, from what I can gather with my research, it looks like it's a World War II rebarrel, and then of course somebody chopped this off, added the front sight to it. None of that's original or stock. And then the rear sight ears here that house the rear sight are obviously gone as well. But for the price and the bit of trading that I did to acquire it, it's certainly going to be something I'm going to turn into something of my own, and we'll have more as more becomes available on this. I guess we can call the P17 project. In some of my research, I've heard, I guess some collectors don't like them called P17s, but whatever, I guess. Sometimes that will happen. So it's the model of 1917 Remington, patterned after the P14, the Enfield version in 303 that was made for the British. So we can see here, this is actually an Eddystone version. Anyways, the receiver. I'm not exactly sure where the rebarrels came from or the other barrels. I just don't know as much about these older World War I rifles as I'd like to, but I have removed the scope mounts here, and it looks like this one has had a couple different ones on it anyways, which isn't a problem. It's just going to be a new hunting rifle. So I do have a Leupold scope I'll probably end up putting on it. It's one that came off of a different rifle, the other 1917 that I had, but and that one shot excellent. It had a 1919 barrel on it. Just an amazing piece of history, and has killed more deer than who knows, but a lot. That much I can say. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to shoot one with it. The one time I carried my Parker Hale 308 Winchester was the first buck that I ever shot. So, but ushering in the new 30-06, I'm looking forward to getting some work done on it and doing a process as we go. And I guess that's about it on this. We'll take a quick shot down the bore, I guess. Maybe somebody can shed some light on that topic. So we'll see what kind of a look we can get down the bore here. Unfortunately, it's not really... Well, there's a little bit of focus down there. We can see the big 2-groove barrel. So, for now, Marshall Zhukov signing out on the model of 1917 Remington Sporter project. We'll get the scope mounted up here after a while and begin the refinish process on the stock. So after pulling the action out, it looks like that possibly this really shiny stuff along the top may have been like a release agent or something that went along with the action being bedded in here. I don't know how good this is. I don't bed stocks. I've never bedded a stock before, but to me, from here, it looks okay. It fits in there really nice, nice and snug, and it appears to be formed very well. We can see here with the contours of the barrel, the recoil area. So, looks like we got maybe a little bit of rust, or else some of the release agent or whatever it was on the stock. So far it looks good. I think it'll be a nice shooter, and I'm excited to get some work done on this. So stand by for more videos to come here in the hopefully not too distant future, and we shall go from there.